Hey guys, Simon Bryson here, and today we're going to talk about exactly how much money I make in dividends after 2 years of dividend investing. But on top of that, I'm also going to tell you the best app for investing into dividends and also exactly what type of dividend investor is best to actually be. Is stock picker, an ETF picker, only bonds? What exactly is the best thing to do when it comes to dividend investor? I'm going to talk about all these things in this video right here. On top of that, if you're new to my channel, guys, I upload this channel every single day, so make sure to also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And on top of that, also destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now, the first thing is this, guys. Let's dive right into the video and show you exactly my portfolio and how much money I'm actually earning in dividends every single year and also every single month. But on top of that, you always have people, for example, that invest into ETFs or bonds or mutual funds, and then you have people that basically just invest into stocks to earn more dividends. In this case, what I do is I invest into ETFs and bonds, and that way I'm more diversified, and I also take a lot less risk on my investments. On top of that, I invest into 5 different apps, which I will go over in this video right here, but the reason is because basically I test these apps out, and then I tell you guys exactly what I liked about them and what I didn't like about them. So we're going to go over all of them in this video right here. And then in the end, I'll tell you which one is actually the best one out of the entire 5. Now, the first one is actually called Acorns. Now, Acorns is an app I actually started using around December of 2018 or so. And I started with $7.80. And today my portfolio value is around $27,911. And right now I have in holdings around 7 different types of investments, and that pays me around 2.83% in dividends every single year on average when I actually add up all of them and then divide it by 7 to get exactly what the average dividend rate actually is. So I have 80% into stock ETFs and also 20% into bonds, as you guys can see right here. But the idea is, guys, okay, with a $27,911 portfolio, that makes me approximately $789 every single year in dividends, because again, I get around 2.83%. And just do the math for everyone out there that loves doing math, okay? Here's the math. So if I have around $27,911 and I multiply it by 0.0283, I make around $789, and there's the math for you. And by the way, when it comes to Acorns, the reason I love using Acorns is because basically Acorns is for investors that don't want to do anything, and all they want to do is invest their money and keep investing and see their money grow. They handle the buying of shares for you, the rebalancing of your portfolio, and also your portfolio allocation. So everything is done for you, and it only costs around $1 a month, and your dividends is automatically reinvested, and that way your money also grows a lot faster. So that's $789 I get. It gets reinvested every single year, every single time I get paid, and that way my portfolio keeps growing and growing and growing. And by the way, remember, although I have $27,000, I started with $7.60 with Acorns. You can do the same with $5 today. And that's the reason I like investing with them, because again, you don't need a ton of money. Now, my second app that I actually use is called Robinhood. Now, with Robinhood, I have a total of around $13,000 invested, but the truth is that right now, although I have a value of around $13,156, in reality, my true value is only around like $13,044, because again, you know, every time you guys sign up with Robinhood, I also get a free stock here and there, and once I actually got a Microsoft stock, and sometimes you guys might get Facebook or other stocks like that, but usually all the stocks I get around $100 worth, I usually just have them there. I don't really touch them, but I will be selling them, so that's why I'm not counting it towards my whole dividends. And again, with Robinhood, I invest into the exact same portfolio that I do with Acorns, so in reality, it's still the same 2.83% in dividends. So if we multiply $13,000, well, $30,040 times 0.0283%, that's around $369 every single year on dividends. And by the way, that is approximately 30 bucks. Now with Acorns, approximately $65. So far, we're looking at around $95 in dividends every single month. And it might not sound like a lot, but trust me, it keeps adding up and adding up as you keep investing. And Robinhood, although it's a pretty good platform, it's more for people that basically want to invest and keep track of everything and make sure everything is going correctly. But it's really not just for passive investors, because it doesn't do the allocation for you automatically or the rebalancing, and it's kind of hard to keep track of all of your investments if you're investing into different things here and there, okay? So I like Robinhood, but not as much as I like Acorns when it comes to having a portfolio and letting it do all the work. And by the way, I'll put links to Acorns, Robinhood, and everything I say here, so that way you guys can also get free stocks and also free money. So links down below to everything. Now, the third app I actually use is called SoFi Money. Well, the SoFi Money Invest portion, but I also do have the debit card that lets me go anywhere in the world and use an ATM for free, and that's why I really like it. But the idea is, with this SoFi Invest app, I can transfer money over very quickly, and that's why I usually use it, because basically I can make an investment very quickly. However, right here, I have around $21,218 invested in total. Now, when it comes to this investment right here, I'm not really getting paid 2.83% in dividends. I'm actually getting paid a little bit more, because here I only have 3 main holdings. Everything else is when you guys sign up and I get like a bonus, and then you guys also get a bonus of around $50 to $75. But the idea is, my main holdings are Delta, VEA, and also VNQ. So the average dividend with those 3 investments right there is around 3.69%. So in actuality, from a $21,000 investment, that pays me around 0.369. That pays you around $774.90 every single year. Divided by 12, that's around $64 every single month. And that's pretty cool. And again, it's more than Acorns, and that's why, although Acorns has more money, I get paid more money on SoFi, because basically my investments in SoFi pay me a lot more dividends than the ones in Acorns, okay? That's the reason. Now, aside from SoFi Money, I also use the Cash App. Tell me, how can you keep track of everything? The answer is, guys, you know, my job is to make sure you guys know everything, so I have to know everything also, and that way I know all these apps as much as possible. But the fourth app is actually called the Cash App. Now, with the Cash App, you can invest literally with $1 into whatever stock or ETF you actually want to invest into that they actually offer. So right now my portfolio is around $3,804 as the market was going up and down. But the idea is this, guys, okay? In here, I only really have one holding, and that's Vanguard, the S&P 500 ETF. And this pays me around 1.83%. So in reality, that's only around $56 every single year, or for example, $4.67. And again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up quickly step by step. And the reason I like the Cash App is basically I can invest very quickly. I can also invest with $1, and I can basically have the money transfer over from my bank account to over there in seconds and buy the investment right then and there. And that's something I like about the Cash App. However, they don't offer all the investments I like, and that's why I rarely use it, only when I have to make a very quick buy in case the market is going down. And I did that, and that's why right now my investments are up around like 28%, because I bought literally at the bottom of the market right then and there. Now, the last app I actually use, and it has the least amount of money, is actually M1 Finance. Now, all I did here was basically I replicated my Acorns portfolio and I made it here into this platform right here. So again, it pays you around 2.83%. So in actuality, I have $100 around like what, like $2.83 every single year, which is around like 22 cents a month. It's not a lot again, but it will add up as I keep investing. And by the end of the year, I'll do this video again and show you guys exactly how much money I have in here, because I plan on using M1 Finance a lot more. But overall, guys, as you guys can see, in total, I make around $1,990 every single year, which is around $165 every single month. Now, you might say, Tommy, that is not a lot of money if you invested a little bit over $60,000. But the idea is, okay, when I was making $8 an hour, this amount of money right here would be around 20 hours worth of work. So when I look at it like that, basically it means that I'm getting free money that I don't have to work for by investing consistently. And the idea is that although the dividend is cool, I also grow at around an 8% average according to 50 years worth of data, and that's also impressive. So again, my total growth every single year is around 10.83%. So again, it adds up, and as I keep investing, it'll keep adding up and adding up and adding up. Now, if you ask me, Tommy, overall, out of these 5 apps right here, which one do you like the most? If you ask me, when it comes to automating everything and not doing anything whatsoever except put money into your account, I pick Acorns 100% of the time. However, if you want to have an app that you have to manage more actively, I pick M1 Finance. But Robinhood and also, for example, the Cash App and SoFi Money, I use it whenever basically I have to make an investment very quickly and I don't want to have to wait, because although Acorns and M1 Finance are pretty cool, the answer is you have to send the money over there. That takes 1 day, and then they'll make the investment, and that might be that same day or the next day. So if you want to buy something right then and there, you can't really do it. But again, if you're investing like I do, you don't really care about what price you buy, because basically you're going to be buying over a long period of time. But just in case every now and then you want to have that option, I use Robinhood, the Cash App, and also SoFi Money, but mostly SoFi Money. And again, all the links are down below. And if you ask me overall, Tommy, what type of dividend investor should I be? Should I focus on ETFs and bonds like you do, or should I focus on only buying stocks that pay me a lot more than 2.83%? Well, the idea is this, guys. Although obviously by investing into stocks individually, I can make a lot more money if I pick the right ones, the idea is by investing into ETFs and also bonds, my portfolio is balanced. And that way, I don't have to worry about like, hey, if the market goes down, I won't make any money. If the company goes bankrupt, I won't make any money. So I like investing this way because basically it's a lot less risky. And on top of that, my whole goal for investing is to build a massive portfolio to have it pay me dividends and also keep growing. And that way, I don't have to worry about anything. But if I pick stocks, although I can make a lot of money, I have to worry about like, hey, is this company going to be around for the next 20 to 30 years? And if you ask me, although right now it might seem like, hey, you know what, Tommy, Tesla is a good company, all these companies are great. The answer is, do you think they're going to be around for 20 to 30 years? The answer is probably, yeah, for sure, right? Tesla's awesome, but you really don't know, because in 30 years, a lot can happen. And right now, guys, although I make around $1,990 from dividends, I could easily put my money, for example, into AT&T and also PM, which I don't recommend because PM makes like bad products for people, like, you know, like that type of stuff. But the idea is I could easily make around 6.42%, and that could easily make me around $4,000 every single year in dividends. But the bad side is also that if AT&T goes down or PM goes down, well, all my money just got lost. But by investing into ETFs and bonds, I don't have to worry about that. And for everyone that says, Tommy, you know what, when you invest into bonds, you're only going to get around 1% to 2%. In actuality, it might not seem like a lot of money, but when you're older and your portfolio has grown immensely, the idea is you don't have to take all of that risk any longer, because basically you already won the investment game. So for anyone that tells you, hey, bonds don't pay any money, they probably don't have enough money into bonds to actually say like, hey, it pays me a lot of money. But for example, if you have $1 million in bonds, that's around $20,000 every single year in dividends. On top of that, if you have, for example, $10 million in bonds at a 2%, well, that's around $200,000 in dividends, and almost theoretically no risk whatsoever unless America sinks. Okay, that's the entire idea. But overall, I'd rather make the bet that America is going to be here in 20 to 30 years than make the bet that an individual company is going to be here in 20 to 30 years, especially how competition actually works when it comes to companies. You never know exactly what's going to happen. So overall, if you ask me, Tommy, which one is the best strategy? What I would actually do is focus on a little bit of all three: bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, index funds, and also, for example, stock picking. But the way I would do it would be like this, okay? I would set a goal. So if my goal is, for example, to make, hey, I want to make every single year around $30,000 in dividends, and my dividend is going to be around 3%. By the way, if you want to do some quick math here, just take the amount of money you want to make in dividends every single year and divide it by the dividend rate, which in this case would be like around 3%, divided by 3%, and then you times it by 100, and I'll tell you exactly how much money you actually need to actually make that much money. In this case, you will need around $1 million. Now, if you're investing the way I invest, and you're making around 8% every single year, it would take you around 25 years if you invested $1,000 every single month into your portfolio. But again, with the rest of the money you actually have after you invest $1,000, you can invest that, for example, into individual companies like Tesla, AT&T, and have some fun. But this way, you know, hey, in 25 years, I have this money right here, and I'll also have the secure income right there also. So that's the way I do it currently. And I kind of have my portfolio that's 100% secure, like my portfolio for my future. And then I have a fund portfolio with stocks I pick according to data and information, research, but overall, it's more for fun. But guys, overall, that's about it for this video. Comment down below and let me know, was this video helpful and what type of investor do you actually want to be? And if you're asking me, Tommy, which app should I actually use? The answer is just try them all out and see exactly which one you like best and then start picking, okay? That's what I would do. Because at the end of the day, they're all kind of free and they don't really cost you any crazy amount of money. And look at that. I just got paid some dividends on my phone right now. Isn't that cool, making money while you make a video about also making money? That's cool, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video right here, guys, well, like this video. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And on top of that, also follow me on Instagram, Bryson. And on top of that, if you want to watch another video on basically how to invest with a $100 budget, well, here's that video right here. And click my face right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And as always, peace.